brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by a four-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana.
The secret to his game and his success? Incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that.
And got his man complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Patriots need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics. And I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Jackson. Goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. DJ Moore is back deep waiting for it. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Letting one go deep here for Gronk. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Any team that successfully runs a toss play cannot do it with an offensive line that can't move. You've got to have mobile players, especially those tackles, who can move laterally and seal the edge in order for the back to get up.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Jackson now. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep for Bennett. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for New England. 61 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
From the gun, Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
Gronkowski's going to go down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, 75 yards. And the Pats take a 3-touchdown lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Our next drive forthcoming as we remind you that if you think you might be one of the best Madden players in the world, well, now's the time to prove it. It's not too late to register and compete for your share of $1.7 million. That's what the Madden Championship prize pool is worth. Visit MaddenChampionship.com and register for free. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's more on the return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DJ Moore, 64 yards.
And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for two.
They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful.
And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Taking a shot for Samuel.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is, you sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is fielded at the 7. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
The Patriots offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Patriots have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. Struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams there to bring him down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Jackson.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Jackson.
To the right side and intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Patriots will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
Moore, the man in motion. To throw is Montana. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Montana to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set
For the fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Go.
One more time with Gibson.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Jackson. Throw left side to Kincaid.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Bengals bring out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken around the 12.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle. 2nd down and 6 now. Gibson again.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
65 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball.
money to stay. Like, what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like, I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickness. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Drop your bag, sass, I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. To these Billy Strum cards and
some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you like a beast, wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you like a beast, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you like a beast, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No R and us, the bar is raised. If you know me,